And when we think about worship, the first thing that comes to mind for all of us believers is singing. And one interesting thing is that when you are born and grew up in an environment where Christianity is a minority, there are many things that you learn about worship. For example, I remember going in one of the major group religions, and one thing that they don't do is to have the privilege of worshiping in their own language. And you know, we have a privilege, like Lamin Sane said, Jesus is the only who brought a major faith without imposing his own language. Because God wanted us to have genuine worship, genuine conversation with him. And that's first what worship is about. It's about a conversation through songs. And I remember one day sitting in a church here in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire, with a friend who is from another country, not in Africa. And he was sitting there and we're watching the choir, and they were just singing and dancing. And he said something, that friend, that really stayed in my mind, and I heard it from someone else. He said, you know, these people, when they worship, their whole body is expressing that worship. And for me, that's exactly what worship is about. And the last verse of the book of Psalms, Psalm 150, the last verse says, let everything that has breath praise the Lord. And that is why worship cannot be without joy, cannot be without energy, cannot be without commitment, cannot be without authenticity, being real. Because worship is the time when you are really who God is calling you to be. Worship is also a way of telling to God, telling with God your story at the time where you are, at the moment where you are. You know, sometimes people come to some churches in Africa or some other places, and they have those songs that people are repeating the same word, the same lyrics over and over again. Like, for example, my Lord is good, my Lord is good, my Lord is good. And people think, there is no depth in this song. But in reality, in many cultures, it's not about the number of words. They can say one word, but in that word, when they say, my Lord is good, on Sunday, after 1 week of hard labor, they come on Sunday, and when they say, my Lord is good, they are saying through those words to God all the things that he has done for them, all the things that they have gone through throughout the week. And like if they are like singing and telling him, oh Lord, hey, what a day, what a week. Oh Lord, but you have been there and you have been good to me. So worship is also telling your story with God. And that story should be your story. Just like, you know, the African writer said, it is important that, she said, Adichie, her name is Adichie, she's from Nigeria. She says stories matter. Many stories matter. Stories has been used to dispossess and to malign, but stories can also be used to empower and to humanize. Stories can break the dignity of a people, but stories can also repair that broken dignity. Yes. And God, when we tell him our story, with him, he's restoring us. He is reconciling us with ourselves, with himself, and with those around us. May God help us to really understand what is the true meaning of worship. Just like Jesus said, the true worshipers, those that the Father seek, are those who worship in spirit and in truth. God bless you, and let's worship him. Praise the Lord.